about 4:30. We're headed down to meet up with Steve this morning. Zero intel with guards last night, but Shay was out filming by the road, and by the time we got out last night and met back up with Shay, he said that he saw guards out in the big ag feeding, so no surprise that we didn't end up seeing him. But man, I don't know. We got a south wind coming for tonight, so I'm not sure if we're going to hunt tonight just because the wind's going to switch, but hopefully with any luck. Truck's saying 37 degrees right now, so it's going to be a cold morning. Hopefully a deer will be on their feet. We'll catch up with you once we get out there. So earlier today we hunted for guards, didn't see them, saw a few does and a little buck, but we're game planning. We got a big wind switch tonight, so we're not going to hunt. It's going to be out of the south, so we're going to try and move it in one of Steve's homemade blinds over to a spot that we might just have a better advantage point where he's going out to destination ag. But I don't know, I think that it'll be nice to have two more options to hunt, or just another option to hunt. But he's just not hitting this food plot at all, which is crazy to us. So hopefully we're gonna figure something out here soon.
That's a 190. That's literally a 190. Oh.
There he goes.
Kind of luck that I have. Getting pictures of this, been about a Vendetta buck the last 2 days. We can't find any trees besides the Lucky Farm to get vines. So we're coming in here, you know. By the way, we're getting pictures of them like a mile and a half from here, straight to our west. So didn't think we were gonna mess anything up because we just walked this. The other day, found OG dead here. So we're driving, you know, I see some vines over in this tree. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go grab some vines, you know. Hop in the creek right by this tree. Who's bedded 5 yards from this tree? The Vendetta buck. That deer is way bigger. That deer is way bigger than what I thought.
That was a giant.
I mean, that's probably the #1 buck now. I mean, Lucky's probably, I'm not passing that deer.
No.
So, all right, well, what are the odds of that? Like, what? That deer was bedded right there. That tree, right here, you know, I'm just... A lot of things I want to say right now, but what the heck, man.
We're good.
Nice pink underwear, Shay. This is the first evening that we had. We're taking a break from hunting guards with Steve, and of course I was going to come hunt this buck. It's the only mature buck I'm having right now on my cameras that's anywhere close to huntable. And he was 1.5 miles to the west the last 2 days. And went in there. Of course, the first tree that we came to that had a vine, he was bedded 5 yards from it. So a vine that we have just hung for this deer. The luck's gonna, no, we're never lucky. It's always just time and effort. So that's what we're gonna keep on doing. But I don't know where we're gonna hunt tonight. But I believe this farm is just to the north of where we've been getting this buck on camera the last couple of days. And originally we came in here 2 days ago. We found a bunch of really big rubs, and that's what led me to believe that the Vendetta buck, or maybe even Lucky, could be up here. We have a green food source out here that I had no idea about until the crops came out. We have a good creek that comes up here, and it's a portion of the creek that holds water. So it had good water in it all throughout the year, and it's the same portion of the creek that we walked on the beaver farm where we didn't find any dead deer. So hopefully whatever was living up here has made it through. But I have no idea where we're gonna go sit tonight. We just hung this cutty tracks up. The corn edges right now, that's where I'm getting my best pictures of any bucks and does, really. But man, it seems like we're still waiting for crops to come out yet. And I don't know if it's gonna get good until then, so. We're gonna go back to the truck, look at Onyx, see what we have permission on, and kind of go from there, try and make a game plan of where we're gonna hunt tonight. But get out of here. We have one camera that's here already. It's a little finger, maybe what, 40 trees on this, Shay?
There's not.
Yeah, it's just a fence line with 40 trees on it, middle of a cornfield section, and we're starting to get some deer on it, but hopefully a big buck soon. Let's roll out. Autobots, roll out. I had to. Hey, does that look good?
Yeah.
For real? Oh yeah. Alright. I need some closure. After seeing this Vendetta buck today, I think this is the one that we're going to end up hunting, but there's this portion of this creek next to the farm that we just put a camera up, and it's next to this green food source. Gosh, I hope there's nothing dead in here, but I just need to cross it off before I start hunting this Vendetta buck, because Lucky's the one I want, and it would make it a lot easier knowing that Lucky's dead if we found him in here to hunt this Vendetta buck than what it's really going to be for me. That lady was awesome, by the way. Man, there's some really friendly people out here in Iowa. It's been really easy, honestly, to get permission in this little stuff, you guys. That's why I keep saying it's so overlooked. Everyone's been super kind to us, and everyone's pretty much laughing at me when I ask for permission, so we'll see if we can't find them. We're going to put some boots on the ground. Jamie Christmas. We were pretty much just wrapping stuff up. Seamus was way in front of me. I was talking to Casey on the phone, and there's a dead buck in the middle of the cornfield. I mean, it's not too far from the creek, but one can only assume what it's dead from. So I almost feel like I see a carcass up there, maybe. Can't tell. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've been hearing a bunch of people saying that there's a lot of farmers when they're picking corn or cutting beans, saying that there's a lot of dead deer in the field, so it's making me think about walking the whole entire Lucky Farm cornfield. That'd take a long time. Thinking about it though. That sucks, dude. I've had a weird day. Shay as my witness. We got done late, hanging that set, moving some cameras, walking that creek, just trying to cross things out for Lucky and prep for this Vendetta buck. And I wanted to come check to the south of where I've been getting all this Lucky intel. I don't have any permission down here, but I have one camera, and then I'm running. Anyways, long story short, we're on this dead-end road, and I see a truck. It's coming back here. It's kind of checking out what we're doing. And the guy starts backing up real slow, and I'm like, I wish he'd come over and just say hi. Like, it's not a big deal. So I wave at him. And I look back at the spot scope, and Chase said, oh, he's coming. Sure enough, we saw dust kicking. And he came in boiling hot. And I'm like, hey, man, how's it going? He goes, what'd you flip me off for? I look over at Shay, I'm like, what are you talking about? Shay's just like, no. And yeah, anyways, this guy was hot, dude. He was pissed. And I just introduced myself, got to talking to him, and by the end of the conversation, he was saying he'd help us get permission on anything we wanted out here. It's been a 180. It's been a weird day, man. It's been a really weird day. But we got some mature deer out. One mature buck, it looks like, out here feeding. And there's a few does out here. We're just trying to get an eyeball on these deer. But these mature bucks, it seems like they've been really tight to their bedding close to the night. So hopefully he's bedded out on this creek. I don't know. We'll see. But tomorrow, it sounds like we might go down to Lee's. I have a lot tag with Lee, so we might go try and shoot that buck. It's similar to a landowner's tag, but it's called a lot tag. And might go try and shoot a buck down there over a decoy, do something pretty gnarly. So stay tuned. It's going to be a good weekend. Good rest of the week. Shay might shoot a doe too this week. So see you tomorrow. Oh, there's two.